So children will see that Right to Information or RTI Act, citizen empowerment for citizen empowerment, or this right to information, actually it plays a link between political parties and government, or the people, between the people and government. So here in RTI or Right to Information, which was implemented in the year 2005, it is important to empower citizens in democracy, because democracy is for the people. Citizens should get more opportunities to interact with government. Why interaction is necessary with government for the citizen? Because they will be able to understand what is the policies, what is the rules, what is the implementation which government is going to do for the people. So it is necessary to create opportunities for the citizens' participation and interaction with government. Increased communication between citizen and government help in strengthening democracy and in building a relationship of trust between them. See, trust between government and people and in citizen is very important. Because of this trust, we are giving vote to a particular party, and for that, why we are supposed to have trust between government and people, because so that we should have faith, or we will have faith that government is going to give certain benefit or certain beneficiary for the development of the people. In order to bring transparency in the administration and make it responsible, Indian citizens are empowered with Right to Information Act. That means we are having that right to know what is the policies and rules of government which they are going to implement for the development of the citizen. Right to information helps in promoting harmony between government and people. So that means there will be a harmony. That means people will have faith in the government, their working system, their patterns, the rules. That faith will create more power in democracy, or it will strengthen the power of democracy of any country. It helped to reduce secrecy which surrounded the functioning of government. Thus, its working has become more transparent. That means there will be no secret, or it will be transparent. You can say we can have any type of knowledge, or we will have the idea, we will have the knowledge that what is government, what the policies of the government are there for people. So this type of transparency is very much needed, and for this, for the citizen, Right to Information was implemented in the year 2005. After the year 2000, the citizen of India have got the right to information, right to education, and right to food security. So that was very important. Right to information. These rights have strengthened democracy in India. See, right-based approach. See, right-based approach, that means already I told you about fundamental rights and your fundamental duties. These rights, it is safeguarded in our constitution. So now we'll see next your criteria of democracy or strengthening the power of democracy, that is social justice and equality. See, whenever we are talking about social justice, that means this word social justice, it goes back to ancient time, when after the formation of caste system, the social justice was totally denied to the people of the lower class. There was no question of equality in the society. People were subjected, the lower class people, they were oppressed by the upper class people. So this social justice, it was not there in our country since so many years. But after we got our independence, when Constitution was written, it was decided that to develop country, we need to have this equality, or we need to develop this lower class strata in the society. Social justice and equality are the important objective of our constitution. So it is very important objective for our constitution. That means social justice and equality, one of the hallmark of our constitution. A new progressive society based on values of social justice and equality was the objective set by constitution. The government as well as people should strive to fulfill these objectives. To establish social justice means, see, to establish social justice is to remove the social condition responsible for injustice. That means there should be no conditions which should be implemented to have this injustice in the society. Insist on giving equal status to all. That means everybody should have equal status in the society. There should be no discrimination on the basis of caste, religion, language, place of birth, gender, race, property, etc. Equal opportunity should be given to all the individual to achieve development. That means social justice should be there in our society in order to develop our country. If you want to develop our country, we should have that social justice, which is very important part of our constitution. See, there should be no discrimination on the basis of religion, language, gender, place of birth, etc. Everybody should be treated equally and everybody should have equal rights in the society. To establish justice and equality, efforts are to be made at the level of society. So many programs are implemented, so many reservation and so many benefit or so many criteria are given to level this vast discrimination or vast gap between the people of the class of the society. But the government's effort and policies on this front are more important. See, if government is implementing any type of rules or any type of policies, it is the people, they are bound to follow that rule. So it is very important that government's efforts should be there to remove this injustice in the society. For democracy to be inclusive, one must try to bring all sections of the society into mainstream. So already I told you, if you want to develop our country, we need to develop each and every sector in the society. For this, the inclusion of the all sectors of the society should be there into mainstream. And for that, so many things are implemented for this lower class people or for the the people who are subjected to exploitation, up to bring into these strata of the society into mainstream. Democracy is in fact a process of accommodating different sections in the society. Democracy helps in reducing social conflicts. Let us take example. See, already I told you, already we know that certain percent of seats are reserved in our parliament also. Rajya Sabha, Lok Sabha, and various social institutions, various organizations. So we can see to uplift or to have social justice, this type of rules and policies are implemented by government in order to bring these things into mainstream. Policy of reservation of seats. So this is very important. Reservation of seats for those sections of society who have been denied opportunities of education and employment over a long period of time. So already we know that this inequality was there in our society since so many years before independence, and the people, they were not allowed to have the benefit in the society or those type of we can say any type of which they can enjoy in their life or they can develop themselves. So policy of reservation of seats was included, and they were for them, those section of the society who have been denied opportunities of education and employment over a long period of time. So policy of reservation of seats was there. Some seats are reserved for the scheduled caste, scheduled tribe in education institution, public sector undertaking. Seats are reserved for other backward classes as well. So already we know, we are already studied in your civics that in Rajya Sabha, Lok Sabha and various other political scenario, we know that some seats are reserved for these to bridge the inequality in the society. So the policy of reservation of seats is very important because Constitution wants to bring those things into mainstream. The Scheduled Caste and Tribe Act, Prevention of Atrocities Act. So atrocities here means they were exploited for so many years. They were not having any type of rights to enjoy, to develop their life. the Scheduled Caste and Scheduled Tribes Prevention of Atrocity Act was implemented. This is an important act for establishing social justice and equality. This act prevents any justice against people belonging to Scheduled Caste and Scheduled Tribe, and any act of atrocity committed against them is liable for punishment. So this type of thing, this type of policies was implemented to have social justice and equality.